chat got mad at me for talking about this, and I think you did too, but it's worth talking about. So someone in chat says, what country has the best looking people?
Yeah.
And I extrapolated on that, and then I got roasted for it. And then the next day, a bona fide scientific poll came out.
Yeah.
That Brazil has, according to multiple factors, the highest per capita good-looking people per square foot.
But that's not what I asked you. What I asked you is, in your opinion, what's the ugliest country?
That's bait.
And you keep dodging the question. But some people in your chat keep typing an answer, which makes me laugh because they're gonna get IP banned. Which is the whole reason I'm asking to begin with.
Well, because chat says, oh, it's insensitive to say that, but the poll that came out took on a myriad of facts, not just looks. Like cultural contributions, etc.
Cultural contributions.
Yes. Wait, why is everyone in chat saying a specific country for the ugliest? I didn't think, is that like the meme? I didn't know that there was an ugly country.
I think all people are beautiful in their own way.
No, but according to everyone in both of our chats, there is an ugly country.
I'm not even looking at chat. I'm streaming right now.
Oh, okay. Well, lemon's on sale again.
Well, at first I thought it was kind of like a little monka-esque, like it's a sensitive topic. But now that I realize it's just about like their country's contributions to like world consciousness, you know, then who could be offended by that?
Do you think there'll ever be a Canadian NFL franchise?
I would be more surprised than not surprised if it happened in my lifetime. But I think that, like, I want to say something, and I don't mean this to sound anti-American or rude. I think you're in a different position because you live in Michigan. But I think the average American just assumes that Canada is, like, really far away, even though it's literally, like, the closest country. I say that because anytime we were in Hawaii, if someone would be like, I'm from New York, everyone would be like, yeah, whatever, New York, that's America. If we were like, we're from British Columbia, people were like, what? A foreign land, man? How did you get here, on like a spaceship? And I'm like, the dude from New York took a flight that was like, I don't even know, like triple the length as the one that we took.
Yeah, but do you say British Columbia as smug as you just did to me, as to random strangers?
I also feel, and I don't know why, the Americans feel condescended to all the time. They feel talked down to. And I don't know what it is about that, but...
You're not from British Columbia, you're from Canada.
Why? You're not from Michigan, you're from the United States.
Yeah, but people know what Michigan is, they don't know what British Columbia is.
See, that's condescending.
It's not, though. It's true. If you were to ask a lot of people, have they ever heard of British Columbia? The answer is no.
If you were to ask a lot of Canadians, they would be like, yes.
Yeah, but Canadians.
Yes.
like outside of maple syrup and hockey, what are we looking at here, brother?
See, this is why everybody's preying on your downfall. That's all I'm gonna say.
What do you mean? Tell me. I want educate me. Educate me.
Wait, I did educate you. I'm from British Columbia. What do you want me to say, man?
What do you do?
What do you mean? What do I do?
Reroll. What have you done?
I'm gonna come in here and reroll because it's a better optics, man.
I love Canada, but you gotta help me. Like I'm coming to you with open arms.
So I know all 50 states, which is more than most Americans can say. But
yes.
You guys don't have to know any provinces at all.
Buddy,
it's entitlement, man.
We learn about advancements in society.
Right.
Okay.
You learn parts of American history. I know. For now.
I'm just asking. So because I didn't have Canadian history, nor I don't believe a Canadian history exists in the United States.
I wouldn't say that personally, but you go ahead.
Okay, because it doesn't. So just that, I am admitting to not knowing anything about Canada. So please tell me.
So here's what I'll say in your defense. It's easier for citizens of other countries to learn more about the U.S. because the United States have achieved a cultural victory over basically the entire world. So you ambiently pick up a lot of knowledge about the United States.
I'm getting a whole lot of nothing. I asked
well,
one question.
I'm defending
Canada?
you.
But defend me with things that Canada has done.
We isolated insulin used in the treatment of diabetes.
So if we're playing Civilization right now, like this, you're getting steamrolled right now.
Well,
so you have insulin, hockey, and syrup. Okay.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, listen. I think you're dragging me into what I would call a false dilemma.
No, I'm asking
you,
to be
you haven't
educated.
let me set this stage because I'm not. The idea is that like, has Canada contributed as much to the global consciousness as the United States? No. Younger country, way less people. Much less prominent on the global stage for sure. So I'm not going to get dragged into like a whataboutism. I'm just going to say I know 100 times, maybe 1,000 times more about your country than you know about mine. So to have that ignorance is understandable given the proliferation of U.S. culture. But to be proud of that ignorance is a character flaw that runs throughout the fabric of your nation. Which is a great country, but you could stand to expand your worldview a little bit.
Okay, let me explain this to you in a world you would know. Okay, you're saying if items are cultural significance, you're asking me to name every item in Spelunky, right? And I'm asking you to name every item in Isaac. One you can do, one you cannot. One is infinite. The other is, you got a handful of items in Spelunky. Right. I'm asking you, I know plasma gun, I know jetpack, I know Vlad's cape. Tell me the other 7 that are out there, because I don't know them.
Right. But I'm really just asking you, like, in the however many years you've been on the planet, like, to know that Ontario, Quebec, and British Columbia are provinces. I'm not even asking for like the provinces that don't matter, like New Brunswick. I'm talking about like just like
I can name them all. I can name them all.
Name all the provinces?
Yes, I can.
Oh, okay. Well, I believe you.
But naming province is different than saying what has that province created and or done.
Well, I'm more just asking like on a bus trip. I would expect that people would know where British Columbia is, because they're all adults who have like college educations and like jobs and stuff like that. But
I don't necessarily disagree. But what have inside of British Columbia? What has been done,
brother? I don't know what the Arkansas has done. I know where it is.
Buddy, they made Bill Clinton. Oh, the right bang, right there.
That's a person that's from there. That's not something that like they've done.
They made him.
I don't understand why that matters, man.
So, okay, I'm gonna say British Columbia. What's the first thing comes to mind?
The ocean.
All right. So you're not gonna.
It's not quite on the level of Bill Clinton, I guess.
And this is why, like, I'm saying, like, feed me. I'm starving for Canadian history, and you're saying, well, there's not much Canadian history to feed you. But I can tell that you
say that. You don't want to get into Canadian history. It's very similar.
I do.
It's very similar to American history.
Okay, well, what about like the positive stuff?
There is some. Are you familiar with the Avro Arrow?
I'm not. So educate me.
The Avro Arrow was a supersonic jet developed before the Concorde by the Canadian aviation company Avro. Not Levine. That's a different lady. She's also from Canada. She's from Greater Napanee.
Is it kind of like Beta versus VHS? The VHS ended up winning.
Yeah, but like I can't remember why. But like the Avro Arrow just got canceled, probably because they were like, this flight stuff's not gonna take off anyway.
Okay, so we've thank you, Ryan, for educating me. We're now to the Avro Arrow.
James Naismith, a Canadian, invented the game of basketball.
With a peach basket from the state of Georgia, but that's okay.
Alexander Graham Bell invented the telephone in Canada. He's Scottish, I believe, but we can share it.
Okay, what else are we looking at here?
Well, I'm not gonna go through the list. It's like
because there's nothing to go through. That's okay. It's okay. You could just say, you know what, Dan, I'll hold this out because there's nothing to teach.
You know what it is? It's like I'm trying to save you from the American idea that every country has to like get into a dick measuring contest with the United States, man.
It's not though. But if someone's saying to you, hey, I'm at your new country.
It's just insulting to be like, yeah, I don't know anything about your country. Like there's nothing worth knowing.
I just took a vacation. Oh, I'm gonna take a tour. I'm gonna go through the pineapple factory. I'm gonna hike. I'm gonna do this. I'm asking you to be my tour of Canada.
Yeah. I didn't come into the stream like prepared to do it, honestly.
But yet you're prepared to talk about, what Jerry Seinfeld's shirt was on the Soup episode.
Yeah. Because I think it's kind of like a dead end for banter to be like,
but you don't know that any Canadian history that you can share.
I know lots of Canadian history. I just don't know, you want to know about General Wolfe and Louis Montcalm, the Battle of the Plains of Abraham. Like, it's not really conducive to the platform. This isn't a Ken Burns documentary.
Okay. So let's talk about, like, movies, television.
Yeah.
That's Canadian.
Jim Carrey's Canadian.
All right.
Mike Myers.
I just want to go the final record, then we'll bury it.
Yeah.
I love Canada. I am one of the Americans that I love Canada.
Yeah. Okay.
People are very nice there. I do. Every time I've been to Canada.
I'm not disagreeing. What's not to like? You come in with your fat American dollars that are worth 40% extra, and everybody says, "Yes, sir, Mr. Giesling." Whoa, you were on Big Brother? Who's the host of Canadian Big Brother?
Oh, it got canceled, but Arissa Cox.
Yo, what was Arissa Cox like? And then you got to be like, actually, I was on the real Big Brother. Oh, the Dutch one that came first? No, the American one that came fifth, but is the most popular because they watch the most TV.
Ever tell you about the time I got stopped at the Canadian border?
I don't think so.
So I was doing, and this, I'm just telling you, this is my final dunk. This just goes to show you your lack of punch. They brought me to Canada to help host the national morning show. Like, imagine.
Yeah, I'm familiar with Canada AM.
Imagine having that much lack of talent to bring in me from America to do it. Anyways, so I'm running late. I'm at the border, and the guy pulls me over. I'm not gonna lie. This was a long time ago. It's a different era, Dan. I'm like, come on, man, really? Like, he's like, what are you here for? I go, well, I'm hosting the national morning show, and he looked at me, and goes, you? He goes, get in the back. And the dude kept me 2 hours longer, but just because he thought I was memeing him. I'm like, then I kind of played like, I play like, hey, there's an email from the morning show. I was like, I don't care. You don't have the right stuff. Get in there. And I was like, all right, well, I guess I'm going to be late.
Well, I'm not taking his side, but I guess you're working, right? So you're probably supposed to have like a work visa.
Yeah.
But I like basically support lying to the border guards like whenever possible, because I don't consider them to have any real authority over me because I'm not smuggling drugs or people.
Wait, are you one of those people that I ran into in New World? Chat, what are they called?
Oh, sovereign citizens? No, I'm not a sovereign citizen. But when I go, I'm trying to think of the best way to say this in a way that's not incriminating. I'm not doing any crimes. So I personally don't feel like I have any moral imperative to answer the questions that they ask me with 100% honesty.
So like,
because I don't consider them, I'm not saying they're not real people, but I don't consider their office to be real.
I have to reroll, huh?
That's a pretty good one.
Oh, executive item on the left, item for you on the right. Oh, we should have timed it. We could have both got it.
I mean, you got the one that's worth like 98% of the goods there.
You can have that one. And I want to get this on film because people in the comments be like, oh, he's so KKona. I'm joking, okay?
I'm not joking.
I don't think that way. I am.
Well, so I'll give you
this guy. Well, I'm gonna go on your Discord. Weigel asked me, like, oh, can you believe the go on this guy?
Listen, I've had my own problems with Weigel Glass. Okay.
Brother, he talks trash about me in your Discord, comes to my Discord, talks trash about you in my Discord. I'm like, brother, how about you just stop talking trash?
Both sides.
Yeah.
Follow the sound of my voice. I can sing a song if it makes it better. All right, in the town where I was born, lived a man who said to sea, and he told us of his life. Eden is yellow, submarine. Skies are blue, and teas are green. Many more of us that live next door. All we need, skies are pink, and subs of yellow. In our yellow shrubbery. Come on, sing it with me. I'm not moving, you're trolling me, I'm leaving.